Hey everybody, Max coming here to the Little Cutie Podcast. It's not too long. Did you guys have a good week this week? What'd you do? Did you get jammed in a train with a bunch of old Japanese dudes? Were you rubbing butts with a bunch of old Japanese dudes all smushed up in a train in the morning because they won't take out the goddamn seats? And the other people won't move. The other people won't move over a few feet, so there's more people in there, so you don't have to rub butt. Oh god. Anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing this week. Just taking the morning train, into Tokyo, exchanging ass electrons with some old Japanese dudes. We got Harry's farewell roast tonight. If you guys have listened to the last episode with Harry Metcalf there. He's leaving Japan, so we're having a little farewell roast for him tonight. I'll be going to that. I'll be going to that roast there. Yeah, I think the sound quality on that podcast might not have been that good. Because there was these kind of air filters. There was these air filters that were on pretty loud there. And I did the noise reduction there. But the noise reduction kind of made our voices a little muffled. Sorry about that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Nobody listens to this. Anyway, did you guys see the trailer for Francis Ford Coppola, Megalopolis? Did you guys see that there? It's the hot new trailer on the internet. It's going around the internets. It's Francis Ford Coppola. Remember him? He made The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, but that was almost 50 years ago. Remember him? He also made that movie Jack with Robin Williams. Remember that? Did anybody see that movie Jack with Robin Williams? That was the same guy that made The Godfather. Did you ever think about that? He also made Bram Stoker's Dracula. Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, of course, Coppola's made some of the best movies of all time, Apocalypse Now, Godfather 1, Godfather 2. It kind of, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him after that, I guess he kind of, I don't know exactly. I was looking at his filmography there, I mean, he's been like executive producer on some stuff, but he hasn't really. This Megalopolis. This is like his first. He's made a bunch of independent movies I never heard of. He was an executive producer on Jeepers Creepers 3. But as far as like directing, screenwriting, I guess he hasn't really made a movie in since 2011. I guess it was 13 years ago. 13 years ago. I mean, this is the only one can you guys remember any movie since the 90s? They're like, this is made by Francis Ford Coppola. I haven't heard of any of these. I mean, I guess he was a producer on Lost in Translation, but I mean, as far as directing and writing, never heard of any of these movies, dude. How did this guy he was a hot commodity? He was the hottest of commodities. Now he just makes, I guess it's kind of like M. Night Shyamalan and some other dudes. I guess I want to say what was the guy that made Lord of the Rings there? What's his name? Lord of the Rings director. What was that guy's name? Peter Jackson there, He made Lord of the Rings, then made King Kong, and then what? He hasn't. He helped on The Hobbit, but he hasn't been. That guy was a hot commodity 20 years ago. He was hot. Lord of the Rings, King Kong. He hasn't done shit since then. It's like, what have you been doing, dude? Let's look at his filmography. Peter Jackson, director. Let's see. The Lovely Bones? Never heard of that. Supernatural drama? Never heard of that. Hobbit. Oh, Mortal? No. So he hasn't really done anything except for The Hobbit. Yeah, this guy. I feel like, Peter Jackson, what have you been doing, dude? You just chilling? You just been chilling on New Zealand? You and George R. R. Martin just been chilling back, just being little fat boys. I mean, I guess he probably is like 100 millionaire, so he probably doesn't have to do anything, you know? That's probably what I would be doing if I was 100 millionaire. I'd just be chilling back with the boys. Yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you guys have been watching the silver price. This Friday, silver broke $30 finally. This ceiling. It's had this ceiling for the past 4 years. I think it hit that ceiling like 4 times. Of course, most notoriously for me back in 2020, when I bet my entire life savings that would go over $30, and then it just continued to decline. Now it's finally over. It's $31.40, and if only this had happened 4 years ago, I'd be a millionaire. I'd be a millionaire if everyone wasn't so goddamn dumb, and they had to wait 4 years to realize inflation's not going away. I mean, it should have been completely obvious. Even 15 years ago, when they started doing QE and bailed out the banks in 2008, it should have been obvious. There was no exit plan. There was no way they could ever sell off their balance sheet. Oh boy. Well, you know what I've been hearing a lot recently is like, people are like, inflation's not that bad. It's only, we didn't have any inflation before, even though they printed all that money, QE. Well, growing economies make prices fall, you know? So even if the inflation rate is 0, that's still inflation, because growing economies should make prices go down. A growing economy gets deflation, you know? Prices go down. The supply of stuff goes up, prices go down. That's the supply and demand curve. Supply goes up, prices go down. Growing economies make supply go up. That means prices go down. So growing economies should have prices go down. So, you know, anyway, I don't want to get too economical here, you know. A lot of people don't like it when you talk economics, you know, and you call them dumb. They don't like it. A lot of people don't like it when you talk economics and you call them dumb for believing something so dumb their entire life. And they're like, oh, whoops. I just realized I believed something really dumb my entire life, and you're pointing that out, and I don't like that. I don't like it when people point out my flaws. I mean, I don't really like it either, actually. You know, when people point out stuff that I've done that's dumb, and I realize that they're right, I'm just like, fuck you, dude. You fucking asshole. Why'd you gotta point that out? Why'd you gotta point out how dumb I was? You son of a bitch. Anyway, yeah, could have been a millionaire if this happened 4 years ago. But I guess it, took 4 years longer than I expected. Lost everything. Oh well, not bitter. Hashtag, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all that I lost all my life savings, even though I should be a millionaire. But I'm not, because everyone's so goddamn dumb. Took them 4 years. I'm not bitter. Not that I like making my $27,000 a year. I love that. I love that. Love being poor. Not bitter at all. I'm not bitter at all that I'm poor because everyone else is so goddamn dumb. Anyway, not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. I'm semi-sweet chocolate. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter chocolate. I'm semi-sweet chocolate. You ever go to the store? You buy those chocolate chips. They're like semi-sweet chocolate chips. Like, what are the sweet ones? I want the... why are these semi-sweet? What? Put some more sugar in there, man. I'm buying these chocolate chips, I guess, people put the sugar in the cookies, so you don't have too much sugar. I think it's too sweet there. I remember one time when I was a little kid, my mom had like some baking chocolate there, It was really bitter. It had no sugar in there, in that chocolate there. A little kid, I saw that box, and I couldn't really read, I guess I could read, but I was just dumb. I was like, oh, it's chocolate, I want to eat it. I broke off a piece, put it in my mouth. I was like, this is fucking gross. It was all bitter, I was like, what is wrong with this chocolate? I think it's rotten. But it was just, it was bitter chocolate, unsugared. Baking chocolate. Why would anyone buy that? I guess she wanted to, bake with it, but, little 5-year-old me was kind of pissed off about that, Goddamn bitter chocolate. Goddamn bitter chocolate. Anyway, silver broke $30, which just basically it's been the ceiling for a long time now. And gold's $2,400, so silver should definitely go up to 50 pretty soon here. It could. It should rocket up to 50 pretty quick here. There's no ceiling. There's no ceiling, really. Maybe at 35, there's a little ceiling. And then at like, 44, there's a little ceiling. But those ceilings were from more than 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So I'm not so sure they're going to hold there. Gold's making new highs every day. Silver should be $50, $60 right now. So if you haven't bought your silver, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing? I was wrong 4 years ago, but I don't think I am anymore. I don't think I can continuously be wrong. Oh, man. Speaking of which, I just saw this woman release this documentary on modern monetary theory. She was on the Daily Show there. Is the Daily Show just doing pure propaganda there? You know, they had this lady come talk about modern monetary theory. She's like, yeah, we can just print money, no problem, without consequence. We can print money to solve inequality and climate change. All we got to do is print money. We printed $5 trillion during COVID. Remember that? We just got to print $5 trillion more. We could solve climate change. And the Daily Show host guy's like, oh, okay. That sounds like a good idea. It's like, hey, you're not going to push back on that fucking that idiotic statement at all? You're not going to... You guys are comedians, and you don't even realize how fucking dumb that woman is? That she's... I mean, I guess you want to be polite to your guests and whatever, but... God, if I was on the Daily Show and that dumb chick just started spouting shit off like that, she's like, we didn't have inflation. I'd be like, are you fucking dumb? Are you... Oh, you believe in central economic planning? Oh, okay. Oh, so you're fucking dumb then, huh? Oh, you're a university economist? Oh, you're a professor, huh? Oh, but you're fucking retarded. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, I'll buy your book. Oh yeah, I'll watch your documentary. God, she's making a fucking propaganda documentary about how printing money has no consequence. Well, yeah. Oh yeah. This might not exactly be the right year to launch that documentary there. You know, pretty much everyone is, you know, losing their shit because of inflation. I don't know if you want to make a documentary. This is printing money has no consequence. I mean, that's kind of dumb. I guess I don't know. Can't think of a different word there besides dumb. Anyway, I don't want to get too economical here. I don't get too political here. Everybody has their political party there. You know, some people support the whatevers. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. This podcast way too long. You know what? Thanks for listening. Listen,